Young nigga at the lottery. Motor beat, I'm doing pottery. I don't like it, do not talk to me. I've been cooking with no recipe. I'm a master breaking down the beat. Getting money while you catching Z's. Getting money.
Everybody, it's your girl Felicia Katsson for a new episode of In the Music. This week, y'all, we got a new up next artist, and that is Jack Doyo. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? How y'all doing?
I'm doing pretty well. So first things first, Jack, tell us about you. Where are you from? How did you get your name? How did you get into music? Let us know all those details.
I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. I came to the United States 9 years ago. My name is actually Jackson Doyo Chalo Malali Ndiku Kieti Munani Zakai Kilonzo. So Jack Doyo came. So Jack Doyo came from Jackson Doyo part of my name. I took the SON because everybody used to call me Jack for short, and the Doyo, everybody used to mispronounce it, so the N was silent. So I took the N out, and it's Ndoyo. So I just took the N out, and it's Doyo. So Jack Doyo. That's how I got my name. I love music. Like, music's been my heart my whole life. Like, I've been listening to everybody from Sade, Boosie Collins, Isley Brothers, Shaka Khan. I love Shaka Khan and Sade. Coldplay, just different genres of music. And I started off in the church, like playing different instruments and whatnot. And it really got, like, that's just where my heart's always been in music. So I've always, that was my safe place. And that's where I've always been able to vent through music and just kind of put like everything I deal with through music and put it out in the world, you know, for anybody that may identify with the same issues or, you know, wherever. You know, so I just vent.
Okay. Well, first things first, I got to ask you a question. How long did it take you to learn your real name?
you know that when you get born, you know, because it's like as a child, like I speak different languages. I speak like Swahili, Kikamba, French Kamba. So it's like when you get born, like you just know these things. So it's just like they put it into you at a young age. So it's just those are all like the last names passed down from all like my grandfathers and stuff. So I know it was a lot.
Okay, all right. You know, this first thing, that's you the longest name I ever heard in my life. But I like it though. You know, it's very unique. Okay, I ain't trying to get your name like that. So, how is the music scene out there in Kenya? Like, were you listening to American music? Like, I'm kind of green to that.
I'm gonna be honest. Like we're kind of like behind. We used to be behind. Like, say a hit dropped in the U.S. Like we probably get it like 2-3 years after. So it's like we were like behind the curve. But now, like with the internet and everything being such so accessible, like with YouTube and whatnot, like everybody like has access to that stuff. So it's like I think it's real dope, especially with me going into, because I make all kinds of genre music. Like I don't want to be in one genre or one tone artist. So it's like I'm about to drop an Afro project, and that's for like my country and stuff like that. That's for Africa. That's for the world. But it's all genuine, like, because, you know, I don't want to be put in a box or anything. So it's like coming from, how music is in Africa, like they love music to death. They love music to death. Like they're really supportive. Like they're probably like the biggest fans ever. Like once they get it.
Okay, all right. So when you were younger and you were watching videos, like what was some of your favorite videos?
Definitely like Michael Jackson, like Thriller. I used to watch Sade and Shaka Khan a lot, like I said. Dang, Isley Brothers, for real.
Hey, you got an old soul.
Yeah, I got an old soul, cause like that's the music that made me feel. I like music that makes you feel like you can really understand like the pain that went into the records. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right now. Okay, so transitioning from Kenya, you've been in America for 9 years. How has that transition been for you? Music and life.
Extremely. It's been interesting.
Question,
And
like,
I'm not gonna lie. I came to the US, I had all those, the African booty scratchers, the all you black as hell. Cause I used to sound like my accent was real deep, and they put me in speech classes, so they was like, yo. But it's like now it's like that's the thing. So it's like funny seeing like the transition of people, like how they used to perceive Africans to how they perceive them now is just funny. So because I like lived through the worst part of it and the best part of it, I guess. So it's like, yeah, it's just funny.
okay. All right.
But and life in America, like, I would say it's different because I mean everywhere is gonna be different. I feel like every place has its vices and whatnot. But I feel like with America, it's more of like a mental game here, and it's just more of like I like people here, like it's a lot of like angry, individuals. So I try to stay true to self. In Africa is more like Kenya specifically. It's like everybody's more like respectable, I guess. Like they'll respect you and give you everything before, until you give them a reason not to, type thing. So like I just always wanted to stay true to that, because I always thought that's how you should be with people. You should just be like 100 from the jump. People show you what's not right, like just keep it pushing.
Okay, all right. So how was that transition for you musically?
Musically, like I love it. I am not gonna lie. I love Coldplay, Wizkid, all the Outkast, Carrot, like all these Nas, all these artists. Like when I came to the US, like hip hop slapped me in the face, and like it just like I fell in love immediately, like with just music, just the whole music scene here, and just I was just like, it was more of like an outlet for me as coming here, like what I'm saying. At first, like it was more like I used to listen to everybody, like because I felt like I was just looking for something new, just different feels, emotions. Like that's how I dealt with stuff, like strictly through music. So when I did start making music, I was in college. I went to Central. My professor was Ninth Wonder, actually, and we did like a class project where he wanted us to write like a song or poetry and express ourselves. And he was like, "Why don't you doing anything with this?" And I was just like, I've never thought about it. So I started recording myself, and I just got put in more hours and hours in learning how to record myself and just working with different producers. And I just started vetting on the tracks and whatnot. I just started vetting my life through music.
Okay, all right. So since you like so many different genres, how would you kind of just describe your sound for someone that just never heard of you before?
Afro, pop, hip hop. All three in one.
Opera. Okay, all
I'd have to say all three in one.
right. Okay. So you're currently right now independent, but you know a lot of labels that are looking at you. So what would be like a right situation for you?
Where I own my master.
You gotta have your own man.
Yeah, like I'm having fun with it. Like I'm not really focusing like the business part. Like you can get lost in the business part of things. So it's like I just have fun, and I just stick to the music aspect of it. I try not to focus on like the other stuff, like not really focus on fame. I just work on making like just venting on music because I genuinely love music. So as far as labels and whatnot, like it's definitely a lot of options, but we'll see. I just gotta, we gotta the right choices. I'll plead the fifth. Say less in that situation.
Yeah, okay. Can't give us too much, you just gotta do what makes you feel good.
You know what I'm saying? What makes sense? What makes the most sense? that's really what I advise for up and come artists or people that's trying to do this. Like, just stay true to yourself and don't sell yourself short. Know your worth and whatnot. Like, for real. Like, just really strive yourself to be more, and don't look at this like too crazy. Like, don't over stress yourself with this. Like, you really supposed to have fun and just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all they want.
Yes, because once you start having fun, it will never feel like you have a job. Because once you
Exactly.
it's like, okay, now this is really like a job, and I was just doing music just, to have fun, a good little time. So
Yeah, like when you relax, you just have fun. Like, you're not, everything just is a breeze. Like, everything's a breeze. Like, you're not looking at it like it's a job, or you're not worried about what other people think. You're doing it because you love it. So.
that's one thing I could say about Tyler the Creator. You can see that he just have fun making music.
That man just
Like
it's entertaining because it's him. Like, that's the part I'm talking about. Like, just be truly yourself. Like, you will always win when you're truly yourself. Like, you always win. Like, anybody, I don't care who you are. Like, as long as you are you, like, you'll win. That's why I see it.
You definitely will. So come on, let's talk about your new project, Sounder. So how did you get the name? What was your vibe going into the studio? Like, what was your whole vision for this project?
Well, the whole concept of Sonders, pretty much like every human being's life is like no life is as complex as what I'm saying. Like, everybody's life is as complex as your own. So it's like I wanted to embrace all the emotions that I was dealing with at the time, and put it into an album where I could be like, from top to bottom, you're gonna go from happy to your lowest point, but it's gonna resonate with you to a point where it's like, okay, like what you done dealt with from your happiest to worst points, like that's part of life. Like, life is like, that's Sonder, like that's literally Sonder. Like, everybody's life is complex. Like, everybody's life is different. Like, no one's life is as simple or not simple as somebody else. You don't know what anybody else is dealing with. So, like, that was my whole concept with that whole project, and just really like embracing like anybody that's like, you bust your ass and you putting in all these hours into a craft that you love, and you feel like you may not be appreciated for it. Like, don't think that, because like what you doing is like, it makes, what I'm saying, like people is paying attention. Like, it may not seem like it, but like, just always stick to what you're trying to do.
Okay. All right. So, of course, everybody, we've been in the pandemic for this past year. So I say the pandemic helped people like creatively. So how did it help you creatively?
I love the shit. The pandemic is been great for me, I guess. Like, I like it because like you definitely have the creative freedom. I know it's not any shows or anything, but it's different like being independent, because it's like you don't have to worry about I guess the business politics and stuff like that people who sign got to deal with. Mm-hmm. But it's like from my standpoint, I thought it was like great for me because I could really like be the most that I could be, mm-hmm. and just really just have fun, and just I shoot hella visuals. Like, me and my whole unit, like we got a whole in-house team. Like, we all just go out and travel, shoot videos, and just have fun. Like, that's all we do. Like, we don't really pay attention to a lot of the extra stuff that's going on. We just try to stay positive and in a positive work mode, and just keep going. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. So what inspired you to like do music? Like, when you're sitting at home and you start writing, what inspires you? Like, what set that sparks for you?
Like I said, like I only listen to music for I don't even like watch movies or TV like that. I only like I'm constantly listening to music or listening to beats, because it's like it's so much emotion and beats sometimes, and sometimes like I don't know how, it's weird how my mind operates. It's like when music certain music plays or certain instruments play or certain beats play, so my mind goes into a different place. It's almost like a damn, like an ecstasy feeling, like a euphoric feeling. Like my mind goes somewhere else, and it's just words start coming in from different folders of stuff that I've dealt with in life, and I just put in the music based on what the beat is telling me to do.
So what is next for you for 2021? What do you have planned? What do you see this 2020 vision being?
Oh, I'm about to go crazy. I got hella videos. I'm about to do virtual tours. Shout out to Bianca. Like, she really turning shit up. And then, like, I'm gonna drop an Afro project, like I said, in around springtime, like an Afro album. And just get into like the more cultural, global music. Like, I'm gonna go global with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really love music, and I want to touch as many people as I can with it, you know. So. Okay,
all right. So, what's gonna be your next visual from this project?
Ooh, my next visual is probably gonna be Intermission. I'm gonna drop that on Friday. And that's that Avant sample joint.
Yes, so the crazy thing, that was one of my questions. I was like, Intermission was one of my favorite songs from the project. I listened to it like 4 times. And I was like, I wonder if he's going to do a video for this.
Yes, got the video. Video's already done. Friday. It's dropping Friday this week. We're always working, you know what I'm saying? I want to try to drop a video every week for the visual on the whole project. And just work those, you know, just get it out to the people. Like, I have so much music. My mind's always just going, so I just want to get them out the content. Okay,
all right. So where can everybody find you on social media?
NNR Jack Doyo, JackDoyo. You can find me on all platforms, like all my music. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube at Jack Doyo. I appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate Felicia, you know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate you for coming, okay?
Stop that friend, you ain't getting no money. I was down now, I'ma make it out Sunday. Yeah, I pray to God, don't church on Sunday. Sending out mail, caught a Tyreek Hill. I was down bad, had to flex, had to show my skill. On a championship ring, I ain't worried about bills. I ain't going back broke, I've been down that road. I ain't going back broke, put it on my soul. I just went downtown for the permit on the pole. Most niggas so lame, I be hanging with the boss. Said the price so good, if I don't know you was a dub. When a nigga moving shit, would've thought I was a plug. When a nigga making plays, would've thought I was the cook. 48 laws, I be reading my books. They don't think a nigga smart, they just think I looks. I way too many hits, I be laying down hooks. I been all the way down, I got nothing to say now. I'm too deep in my feelings, my mama, she need me. My whole family don't see me, I need money, believe it. You just trying to beat me, you don't see that I'm bleeding. I'm just trying to be soft, that friend, you ain't getting no money. I was down now, I'ma make it out Sunday. Yeah, I pray to God on church on Sunday. Setting out mail, caught a Tyreek Hill. I was down bad, had to flex, had to show my skill. Won a championship ring, I ain't worried about bills. I ain't going back broke, I been down that road. Got a big body, cool, manifest to the road. Got a 2-go coupe, I been blowing that strong. We don't need to be friends if we don't get along. I've been venting and preaching and all these songs. I don't want nothing fake, keep it real. For once I don't have to leave, but I leave if you want. No, a nigga can't sleep till I get what I want. I'm too real for you, I can't be keeping it front. I'm too deep in the game by the rope of blood. Stick on Jack, I'ma pull up and boot. Hope you niggas not stick, cause you niggas not run. Got a piece for protection, I'm watching my ass. When niggas start playing, ain't getting them fans. I'm too hot for the game, I got out and I'm mad. On the gas, turn off, you can come check the dash. Just speaking my truth, you don't even have to ask. Got my foot in the door, about to come show my ass. That friend, you ain't getting no money. I was down now, I'ma make it out Sunday. Yeah, I pray to God on church on Sunday. Setting out mail, caught a Tyreek Hill. I was down bad, had to flex, had to show my skill. Won a championship ring, I ain't worried about bills. I ain't going back broke, I been down that road. I've been down that road, no money. I was down now, I'ma make it on Sunday. Yeah, I pray to God on church on Sunday. Setting out mail, caught a Tyreek Hill. I was down bad, had to flex, had to show my skills. Won a championship ring, I ain't worried about bills. I ain't going back broke, I been down that road. Big body cool, manifest the road. Got a 2-door coupe, I been blowing that strong.